Chanel's tucked up in bed, she's not feeling the greatest, so looks like it might be a day of staying in, and it is day 2 now. So yeah, it's not what we expected, but you know, this is not a holiday, it is normal day life, and you deal with everyday things which cross your path. So just wanted to get better, so we're gonna get a doctor up here soon. I think before we left the UK we all had this like silly cough, and I think it's more so for being run down, and then as we've got on the plane, the pressure, but she's also got like, the whole ear, nose and throat situation. It's that, and it's not very nice, so yeah, she's dealing with it at the moment, and it's a little bit rough. I think I had mentioned yesterday, I'm not completely sure, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, I can't remember now, but I think I mentioned yesterday that we've got to deal with school, so I've got to start following that up now, because time is just passing by. We're 3 hours ahead of the UK, and so with body clock wise, you can, if you're not careful, lose a bit of time, so I've got to get stuck into that. But yeah, until then, speak later. Bye for now. You're never going to believe I've just got off the phone to a dance school ready for Destiny's Child, because I'm being very mindful that I don't want them to miss out and sort of become rusty with their ballet, especially because it's something that they're really passionate about, they've done for many years. So thankfully it turns out that this particular dance school do everything from music as well. This particular dance school, they are only like a 5-minute drive from here, a 20-minute walk, 5-minute drive, and with the temperature at the moment we definitely cannot walk it, so that's impossible. However, with the driving, it makes it very feasible. They seem really lovely, and they will be able to deal with the grades for Destiny Child. So currently they're grades 1, 2 and 3. So this particular dance school, especially the one that is just here, actually goes up to grade 4. So we've got a bit of time there, which is promising. And we've just booked the eldest one in for Tuesday. So we've got a couple of days. So what we say we're Fridays. We've got a couple of days now, or a few days, shall I say, until we get her to have her first session. It's really exciting because in my mind what I wanted to do was just make sure that we hit the ground running and create this normal environment for Destiny's Child more so than anything. So there was routine in place, because of course we've removed school, we've removed their ballet, we've removed all this kind of stuff, and then we've moved and relocated to the other side of the world. Now it's trying to bring those elements back in to create that normal life again. So I've also reached out to some tutors, because now the girls will not go into school because they're breaking up this month anyway in Dubai. So I need to make sure that the momentum is still kept and that they work through. So we've been speaking to some tutors, etc., and hoping that we can kind of pin that down, and then it's done. So day 2, it was a rough start. However, we're getting there, and we've still got a few hours to go. I'm just waiting for a doctor to come for Chanel, because she's still not feeling great, and we want to make sure it's nothing, you know, that we can't handle, right? You're like, right, what do you want to eat? So as you can see, Chanel was really in a lot of discomfort, and I think the bit for me that was quite concerning is as the day went on, the pain progressively got worse. Now, Chanel has a really high pain threshold, so for her to sort of like complain about it is really out of character. So when the doctor and nurse turned up, it was right on time. What they found is she actually had tonsillitis, inflammation of the eardrum, and also really high fever, which wasn't present before. So it was quite alarming, and what I had to go and do was call the UK to find out some bits on her medical history that they wanted information on, and also order a set of scales because they wanted to give antibiotics, which were definitely needed. They wanted to know if I'd be happy with IV or just oral. Now, I wanted the first lot to be via IV to be straight into the system, and we were all in agreement with that. But ultimately, it was Chanel's decision, and I allowed her to have that. I think it was really important. And she opted for the IV line first time round. So as you can see, she handled it really, really well. The nurse was so lovely, and so was the doctor as well. They really put Chanel at ease. Now, everything that was given in the IV line, because it did get changed a couple of times, it wasn't just the antibiotics, it was also rehydration and a lot more. So this was the best thing. But what they did did tell me is that she was going to feel really sleepy. Made her comfortable. She was cuddling her bear, which is called Jeeves. And yeah, it really helped to settle her. And I think it's safe to say after all of that and the nurse left, she was ready to go to bed. It really goes to show that when we have these changes, it can affect our bodies in many different ways. And it's not just us adults that go through it, our little babies do too. So it's day 3. Not feeling very well, if I'm honest with you. Had a really rough night again with Chanel, and had to get prescription ordered this morning. Thank God for Dubai and its delivery service. Yeah. Auntie. Give me a minute. I'll turn it back up. Evening now, and we just come out taking the kids to the pool and everything. There you go. And yeah, this is the best time of day to come because it's a lot cooler. Temperature's been about 40 degrees to be fair. Now it's starting to get warm, and it will get warmer, but yeah, it's a perfect time, as I said, to take the kiddies out, and hopefully this will help them sleep because it's been a pretty rough day. Middle one's still got a bit of a temperature, but she's getting a lot better and feeling more herself, especially after having IV antibiotics yesterday. Really, really helps, so we're doing well. Hopefully she'll kick this pretty soon. Stop running, Milan! Milan! No running! I'm not going in the water. I'm letting Daddy do what dads do, which is play and have the fun side of it, because I've not got the energy at all. Day 3, spent most of the day in dealing with Destiny's child, trying to get them to do a little bit of work, because usually they'd be in school, right? Back home they haven't broken up yet, and also here they haven't broken up just yet, so it's just trying to keep them in the swing of things. Reached out to a few tutors today, and again just looking at our options, so just taking each day as it comes. But the time, I really feel like it flies, because of course I think I mentioned just the other day that we are 3 hours ahead here versus a time zone that we used to in the UK. Oh my God, he's literally throwing the kids up in the air in the hall. Right, okay, I'm gonna go. But I'll speak to you in a little bit. Take care, bye for now. It's been a really demanding few days. However, I think it's safe to say that Chanel is on the road to recovery, and it's really nice to see. I have to say, I feel so fortunate and blessed, and I know we do as a family, to have one another, but to also have moments like this, we feel we can just stop the world for a moment and just be present.